How you doing?
How you doing?
Pretty good. What do you have here?
I have an 8-volume Sherlock Holmes set.
Okay, we love a great mystery, right? And that's what Sherlock Holmes
Absolutely.
is. It's like people are reading these books trying to solve the mystery before Sherlock Holmes does. Probably doesn't happen too often. I know I've never been able to solve one.
I'm looking to sell a very rare 8-volume Sherlock Holmes book set. I got these books at an estate sale. I've read Sherlock Holmes many previous versions before, and I saw this set and I thought it was phenomenal. I'm asking $2,000. If I make a sale today, I plan to save the money and put the money towards down payment towards a new house.
Pretty cool. Do you mind if I take one out and take a look at it?
Please.
Yeah. So, Sherlock Holmes has always captivated people. Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, Volume 1, containing A Study in Scarlet and The Sign of the Four. So, here we have Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. It's what he was most known for, although he had done a bunch of other stuff. Celebrity in his own right, I guess, back in the late 1800s. I think everyone knows about Sherlock Holmes. What can you tell me about these books specifically?
This is a very rare set. The first set was released in 1950.
Is this a part of the book, or?
This is a letter from the Limited Editions Club, the publishing company of that. So it's very rare to even have that letter all together.
Okay,
It comes with this set.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I see some wear and tear on the cover, which is a little sad, but at the same time, these books are 80 years old. And how much are you looking to get?
I'm hoping to get $2,000 for it.
Okay, I do imagine they have some value here, especially with these little boxes. But another question I have is if it was given out by a book club, does it make them more rare, or does it make them actually found in good condition all over the place? I probably need to have someone come down and take a look at these books, do a little investigation of their own on this.
Absolutely.
Let me go get my book detective, and I'll be back in just a few minutes.
Sounds good.
He's asking $10,000, and the books do look to be in fairly good condition. Thankfully, I have our book detective, Rebecca, here to investigate. Hey, Rebecca.
Nice to see you.
Well,
Nice to meet you. How are
Nice to
you?
meet you too. Hello.
this gentleman has brought in quite the collection of Sherlock Holmes.
You know that I'm a big Sherlock Holmes fan. I'm actually what's called a Sherlockian.
Sherlockians?
The devotees of Sherlock Holmes. This set is really famous because it's considered one of the definitive editions of the canon, which is the original stories created by Arthur Conan Doyle. And you can see a lot of cute nods to the stories themselves. All of this means that if you are a Sherlockian, this is one of the sets that you want.
Okay, well, the books seem to be in, like, a fine condition.
Well, I will say, most of the time, it's the slipcases that take the most wear. You know, these joints can be very tender. They are not breaking, which is the most common thing you see. So that's nice. And then you do have a little bit of bumping here. This is a limited editions club production, right? This is actually one of the most famous publishing companies of the 20th century, at least as far as book collectors are concerned. It mixed the idea of the Book of the Month Club with the tradition of fine press printing that had risen in the late 19th century. And the idea is you would subscribe to this, and then you would have access to these beautifully printed, beautifully designed volumes that you would pay more for. In this case, this edition consists of 1,500 copies, and the editor of this series, Edgar Smith, he was the leader of the main Sherlockian society of the time, the Baker Street Irregulars. This is one of the definitive sets that you want.
Okay, well, I think you've answered all the questions I had about him. Do you have any questions you want to ask her while she's here?
How much do you think it's worth?
So, yeah, Rebecca, how much
like,
do you think it's worth?
That's the only question I want an answer to. Okay, so I think, Chumley, you could sell this at $1,000.
Okay, well, probably try to sell it to you, but I'm guessing you have it already.
I do, in fact.
All right, well, perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So you heard everything Rebecca had to say. Would you take $550 for him?
No, 900.
900 is too much for me. What do you think about 700?
I'll do 850. That's probably as low as I can go.
I could probably stretch it and go to 800.
825.
Honestly, I don't want to let these books walk for $25, so I'll do $825.
Sounds great.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You can go to the counter and they'll get you paid. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I couldn't be happier considering that I only paid $63 at an estate sale for this whole set, so couldn't write a better ending to this story.